It's the day after. I had 3 squalls last night. The first one was like a rolling cloud and well, lots of rain came from it and wind as well. And the second one was with 30 knots of wind, lots of rain, no sight. And yeah, I actually enjoyed it a bit because I was able to hand steer, to puzzle my way out of it. And that was fairly okay. But after that it got nasty because I wanted to heave to. The head sail was partially around the forestay in the top. So it was impossible to heave to or to tack. Yes, so finally I did a little prayer and then it got loose, so that worked. It was hard working. It was wet, it was cold. Every time I went in, dried myself, needed to get out again. But yes, that's part of squall handling, I should say. But yeah, so it started at 7 o'clock in the evening. It ended at, let's say, 4 o'clock at night. 4:15 I was sailing again and lying down because of all the activity. I think that I couldn't easily fall asleep. It took me until 5 o'clock. I was still awake, but I was okay. I was like, well, I lay down and whatever, relax, it will come. And then I had a deep sleep, obviously with the alarm clock side by side and periodically checking if I'm really heading the way I want to go. So yes, because the heading was difficult, because at night with all these squalls, this rain, you cannot see a thing. And therefore, oh yeah, and because of the squall, the wind turned 180 degrees. So in the direction I was headed for. So that was difficult. I now see something on the railing, so I'm gonna check out what that is and show you a little bit of how the clouds look like right now. I'm looking at the clouds today. Wow, they are wonderful. And everywhere you look, you see different kinds of clouds. Really beautiful. In the boat it's about 40 degrees and I just changed the head sails from the Genoa 3 to the Genoa 1, and afterwards I took a bucket shower and washed my hair. It's hot outside as well and a squall is coming over right now, so pity for me doing all the hard work, and let's see how it will work out. And of course, to make things clear, once I decided to change the head sails, there was not a cloud in the sky. So things changed very fast. So we got 2 squalls coming at us. One from behind. And yeah. someone or two in front. It's a squally afternoon. I'm sailing, feeling happy. I'm at the helm all the time. Well, we're doing okay. Good morning! Time for another squall. I was just writing in my diary and I couldn't finish the lines I had in my mind because it started raining. I was like, rain? And it's just a little bit of rain, so it's a free shower, but not enough water to get a real shower. There are double or triple rainbows ahead, which is one of my favorite things to look at, so I'm very happy right now. Yeah, sometimes the wind vane cannot manage because the wind is too strong, and I sail a little bit myself, and that's what I love to do, so no problem there. And yeah, let's keep going. So last night was a little bit of a working night because I tacked just before I went to bed, and I don't really like that because sometimes the wind vane is more difficult to set. I think especially when I'm sailing over port. So that means that I'll settle for not so good adjustment of the wind pilot, go to bed, and then I need to get out a couple of times to adjust the course. And then finally I managed to get everything right, I think. Like when I trim the sails, then there is not a lot of pressure on the rudder. That's important. Then I'll go and check the course line on the thingy. Then I reduce the slack from here, put the chain on, then it works and keeps on going. I feel it in my fingers, I feel it in my toes. When squalls are all around me, so let the sailing flow. Oh yes it does. I just had 27 knots blowing over the boat, and put in the third reef, which was not easy, as you can imagine, and the waves are pretty high. So the waves are not only high, but they're also steering me. Yes, so hard work, and I like it. I've got some heavy rollers from the back, I'll show you. morning! Still 400 miles to go to Trinidad and I'm having a great time. I'm sipping tea and I'm looking at the waves, the sun, the sails. I'm happy. Cheers. So last night, let me see, did I do anything? Yes, we jibed and everything went well. I slept good a lot. Oh yeah, I baked a cake yesterday. I almost ate all of the cake, so really nice. For some vague reason my AIS alarm was turned off and I saw it visually, and the boat is very much in front of mine. It's less than 2 nautical miles distance, but too close. Another 2.5 days of sailing before I reach Trinidad, and yeah, it's about time that I go ashore. I looking forward to have cold drinks, nice food, people around me. But yes, so far so good. The Windex came loose from the mast, so I cannot see where the wind is coming from. Not from the Windex. So I made a list for peak yacht services, like with, I don't know, 12 items to check when I am at their repair site. So yeah, I also called the sail makers because the sails need some tender love and care as well. So they will take care of everything, they said. So yeah, almost there. Good morning. So another 40 hours to go before I arrive in Trinidad, and that brings me probably around Thursday night between 10 and 12 o'clock, and that's not so ideal. So now I'm checking with Tim, the shore navigator, what he thinks about like slowing down in advance or going into the bay and just wait there, or hopefully when there is moonlight, there is enough light to see a mooring, or that I'm able to do put the anchor out. The other thing is my hand is still not okay. It's like closing, opening, closing and opening again. So with all the sail activity coming, it's not so fortunate. So not all too happy about that. But it's a small thing, so hopefully when I get more rest in the Bay of Trinidad. Further, I'm setting myself up for breakfast, a cup of tea, and outside there is a lot of wave. The solar panels are doing pretty good. I have now 82% batteries full. This is my cup of tea coming up, and yeah, good to see you. See you later. I was looking at the plotter to check out a big cargo ship, and I put an alarm clock on to keep watch. And now I'm looking outside and it's really big and close as well. Today I emailed the people in Trinidad from Peak Yacht Services to ask them for their advice, because as it looks now I will be arriving there between 10 and 12 p.m. And since I'm not allowed to go ashore and need to take a mooring, I was just asking them the advice, like what to do. So hopefully they will respond. And now I'm looking at this giant cargo ship. which should be passing me by in 10 minutes with 2.5 miles distance, but it just seems like it's stuck there in the water, like doing nothing. Hi. So I have been heaving to all night. That is to say, for an hour or 6 to not to arrive too early in Trinidad. And I will show you how the sails are right now. I'm very happy that within 100 miles or 110 I think, I'll be in Trinidad. It has been a wonderful journey, very stable weather. I learned how to deal with squalls and to be in the moment, and I read a lot of books, had nice lunches and dinners, took care of my boat, and yeah, moving onwards towards my final, no, not my final, but my destination.
To be continued.
Thank you very much for watching. I'm looking forward to all your lovely comments. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. And thank you to my patrons for your support. If you want to become a patron, it's patreon.com/Loveworkx, or for one-time or monthly donations through PayPal, it's paypal.me/Loveworkx. See you soon!